Amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood reaction video. I did not expect the last episode to be as dark as it was. I did not expect the origin story of these brothers to be as dark as that. With FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST, the first episode, it felt like it was going to be quite light-hearted, quite action-packed, way more fast-paced and old school than I thought it was going to be. And yeah, I definitely did not expect it to go as dark as it did. That second episode was absolutely brutal. But it raised a lot of questions, and it definitely piqued my interest. And yeah, I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this anime going forward. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want more reactions like this, and you're here for the FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood journey. And do not forget that all Unblurred reactions are available on Patreon as well. Without more talking from me, let's jump into my first time of reaction to FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood, episode 3.
Alchemy, the science of understanding, deconstructing, and reconstructing matter. However, it is not an all-powerful art. It is impossible to create something out of nothing. If one wishes to obtain something, something of equal value must be given.
Yes.
This is the law of equivalent exchange, the basis of all alchemy. In accordance with this law, there is a taboo among alchemists. Human transmutation is strictly forbidden. For what could equal the value of a human soul?
You know what else is interesting? They said they said it's like a taboo amongst alchemists, which makes me wonder, has it been attempted before? Like, is this something we've seen maybe before? Maybe. Like, I'm just wondering. Is it like, it's a taboo, but could that mean that people have done it prior? And that's why it's a taboo. I was wondering.
God's children who live upon this land.
Or has no one ever even attempted it?
Shall be saved. Those who have lost their way, the sun god Leto shall shine his
So what
rays
are you
upon
guys,
the
like
yellow
street
sea.
performers or something?
Behold, the Lord is
Seriously, do we look like street performers to you?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Let's go out.
chosen emissary
Come
of
in!
Hey, easy, I didn't mean nothing by it.
Sorry, accident. We'll fix it.
How's that? It smashed to hell.
Watch and learn, Gramps.
Okay, here it goes.
There, see? How's that?
Amazing, it's a miracle. You've been touched by the sun god, just like Father Cornello.
Touched by who now?
It's not a miracle, it's alchemy.
Oh, so you two are alchemists. Right, I've heard of them.
Then maybe you've heard of us. We're the Elric brothers.
The Elric brothers, you say?
Wait, I do know that name.
The FULLMETAL Alchemist, Edward Elric,
Ah!
right?
Wow. So you're the young prodigy you tell all the stories about?
We've heard so much.
No, it's not me.
Every time. Every time.
What? You mean it's the little guy there?
Who's little? Come here, say that to my face, I dare ya!
Every time. Every time, every time, every time.
So, what's with this guy on the radio?
shall be out.
That's our leader,
God
Father
Leto hears
Cornello.
all. It is light.
We were lost until he came to town and began teaching us all the ways of the sun god Leto.
He grants eternal life to the souls of the faithful.
He can even resurrect the dead. His miracles are proof that what he says is true.
I am already smelling a big steaming pile of bullshit on this one. This feels like bullshit. This guy feels like bullshit. This is a bullshit scenario. I think we can smell it. You guys smell that? It smells like bullshit. Someone is cooking up a big steaming pile of bullshit in the kitchen. I smell it. Also, I didn't know his brother could properly do alchemy. I had a feeling he had like some sort of skills in it, but I didn't know he could properly do it. They never really they sort of alluded to it, but I don't know if we've seen it until this moment.
So this guy's claiming he can bring the dead back to life? Now that's something I gotta see.
Feels like a big steaming pile of bullshit.
So that's it, huh? What do you think?
There's nothing to think. That's alchemy, no doubt about it.
But somehow he's ignoring the law of equivalent exchange. He should have only been able to transmute that flower into an object of equal mass.
And he's changing organic matter into inorganic matter. He shouldn't be able to do that, unless...
Yeah, there's just one way. Bingo.
The Philosopher's Stone? Is this the Philosopher's Stone they were talking about?
Oh, merciful God, please hear me. Hear my prayer, I beg of you. Please bring him back.
So this is the almighty Leto.
Welcome. Are you interested in Letoism?
Nope, can't say I am. Not really the religious type.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. To know God is to know hope. If we believe in divine grace, then through him all things are possible. If you believed, I'm sure Leto would bless you and make you grow taller.
What's that supposed to mean?
Easy, brother. She's just trying to help.
What about bringing the dead back to life? Do you believe that's possible too?
Yes.
Water, 35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms. Ammonia, 4 liters. Lime, 1.5 kilograms. Phosphorus, 800 grams. Salt, 250 grams. Saltpeter, 100 grams. And various other trace elements. That list represents the complete chemical makeup of the human body for the average adult. It's been calculated to the last microgram, but still, there's never been one reported case of successfully creating a human life. And you're telling me something modern science can't do, you can do with prayer?
Lift thy voice to God, and the prayers of the faithful shall be answered.
Did I mention all those ingredients I read off? Down at the market, a kid could buy every one of them for the spare change in his pocket. As it turns out, humans are pretty cheap.
No, that's blasphemy. We are all children of God, created in his image.
I guess when you actually think about the chemical compounds that make up a person, what is it, like 70 or 60% water? That is the general chemical mass. I don't actually know what skin is made of, though. And bones and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I guess if you take it down to like a chemical level and just do it in terms of weight and grams, it's not too complicated or too crazy, right? If you just think about like that, which is obviously what he did with his mother in the last episode. We saw him like getting all those put together, which is why he's talking about it right now. He's tried it. We've seen him try it, and it didn't work before. But the Philosopher's Stone is obviously a bit different, right?
Alchemists are scientists. We don't believe in unprovable concepts like creators or gods. We observe the physical laws that govern this world to try to learn the truth. It's ironic, really, that through the application of science, we have in many ways been given the power to play gods ourselves.
So you're putting yourself on the same level as God? That's just sheer arrogance.
You know, there's an old myth about a hero who flew on wings made of wax. He thought he could touch the sun, but when he got too close, his wings melted and he came crashing back down to Earth. Right, Al?
Brother.
I'm sorry, miss. This is difficult for me to ask. But do you think your father, Cornello, could even save an arrogant scientist like me?
Of course, that's wonderful. If anyone can lead you to the Creator's light, he can.
Father Cornello, there are visitors here who wish to see you. A child and a man wearing a suit of armor. They would only give their names as the Elric brothers.
I can't be bothered now. Just send them away. Wait, the Elrics? You're sure that's what they said? You're positive?
Yes, Father, that's what they call themselves. No mistake.
Damn, then this is a problem. Edward Elric, the Full Metal Alchemist, has come to call on us.
That's him? The man in the armor?
Dressing the part, it would seem.
But why would a state alchemist be here in Lior? Surely they can't have found out about our plans.
It's possible this dog's nose is too sharp for his own good.
This way, please. Father Cornello is a busy man, as you can imagine. But you're in luck. He's decided to spare a moment for you.
This place looks creepy as shit. They're like, this place, this way please. Come this way through this big door into this cavern cave place. She looks kind of chill about it though, so I'm guessing she's been this way before. This looks like a creepy ass fucking dungeon, man.
I understand. We won't take too much of his time.
Good, then it's agreed. We'll make this quick.
Brother Cray, what is this? What do you think you're doing?
Rose, these heathens have come to ensnare and discredit the Father. They're evil. This is God's will.
Brother Cray!
Well, like you said, let's make this quick! Oh yeah, strike!
What's this commotion? Ah, the Full Metal Alchemist. Welcome to the home of our sacred order.
Father Cornello!
I must apologize for my disciples' behavior. It would seem they've been misguided.
Okay, let's say I believe you weren't the one guiding them. What next?
Have you come to learn the ways of Leto?
Well, there are a few things I'm curious about. Like how you've been using second-rate alchemy to deceive your followers.
My dear boy, I don't know what you mean. What you're doubting I see as alchemy are the miracles of the sun god Leto. Look again. Could mere alchemy create something from nothing in this way?
Yeah, that's what I didn't get at first. How can you perform transmutations that ignore the law of equivalent exchange?
As I said, because it isn't alchemy.
But then I started thinking about it. If you'd somehow managed to acquire a certain object to amplify your alchemy, one that's said to make the impossible possible, that would explain everything.
What?
I'm talking about the Philosopher's Stone. Your ring. That's it, isn't it? I've been looking for that.
The ring is just a ring. I am God's humble servant. It is from he alone that I derive my power.
Still trying to sell that line, huh? If that's the way you want to play it, I guess I'll have to come up there and beat some truth out of you.
Ma, you really are quite the incorrigible heathen, aren't you? Rose, dear.
Yes, Father?
That gun there beside you, pick it up.
Okay.
Now, child, I want you to shoot the Full Metal Alchemist.
The thing is, they keep pointing the gun at the suit of armor. I'm guessing because I don't like. Would the suit of armor deflect bullets? Because in my eyes, it just feels like they're pointing a gun at a bulletproof like window. They're like, now shoot the bulletproof window. It just seems kind of pointless. And everyone also thinks he's the former, the younger brother's former alchemist, which I find interesting. But I don't know if like this sudden reveal would have changed that as well. Like maybe this father Cornello or Cornelio, whatever his name is, has like figured it out. We haven't really seen an inkling that he has, but at the same time, the elder brother is obviously showing himself, not Al, to sort of be the one calling the shots, right?
No, Mother, I can't do that!
I am the sun god's chosen emissary. My word is the word of Leto himself.
Also, I'm just gonna say, this guy's fucking smug-ass face, his smiley, smug-ass face, I'm in charge. Fuck this guy, man, this guy.
Shoot him, Rose.
He looks like he just took a dump, and he is like, it was the best dump ever. And no one else's dumps will ever compare to his dump.
It's God's will. Why hesitate? When you lost your fiancée to that tragic accident last year, who was it that saved you from the very depths of despair? Have you forgotten?
It was you, Father.
That's right. It was I who took your hand and led you into God's light. And do you recall what it was I promised you then?
You said if I had faith, you'd bring him back to life!
No, wait! It's not me, honest!
Damn it, I'm the Full Metal Alchemist! It's not him! It's me!
It's the short one! You're kidding!
I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I don't have any choice.
He's been lying to you, Rose.
You're wrong! I've seen his miracles! Father Cornello will bring him back to life! I have faith!
Fine, then shoot. Ow!
She shot Al?
Good. God Leto is pleased. You have done well, my child. Now pick up the gun and shoot the other as well.
Haven't you made her do enough already?
But your head, I thought you were...
Don't worry about it. He's pretty solid.
Yeah, see? No harm done.
An empty suit of armor that walks and speaks? Do you still doubt it, Rose? This unholy thing is an abomination. Evil of this kind must be purged. And I believe my Chimera should be up to the task.
So this is the sort of thing you do with the Philosopher's Stone. That's just twisted.
Okay, Chimera. Is Chimera code for something? That's obviously an animal that has been... That's multiple animals in one, right? So is the Chimera something like that? Is the ring the Philosopher's Stone? Or is the ring part of the Philosopher's Stone? It seems like the Philosopher's Stone is like sort of the end game goal. So I'm just having a hard time believing that's it. Unless it's not the end game goal. It's like a nothing thing.
Anyway, looks like I'll need a weapon.
No transmutation circle? So the state alchemist tile isn't just for show. You truly are gifted, however. Your little spear is no match for Chimera claws that tear through wire.
You shredded my pants. But I guess those claws don't do so good against steel.
Fight him, you stupid beast!
You like that, kitty? Go on, get a good taste!
Your arm! A brother trapped in armor. I see. It's all becoming clear now. You did it, didn't you? The one thing even the most novice alchemist knows is strictly forbidden.
Why don't you come down here and try me? I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I really love how he's like badass. I really love it because he is. He's fucking badass. The main character is badass and like kicks ass. And he comes across as like this like arrogant kid sometimes, right? Very cocky and wants everyone to know he's the one in charge and that sort of thing. And at the same time, he's extremely likable and is just fucking awesome too, but he's really young. It really showcases just how dedicated he is to the alchemy arts because he's managed to supersede and surpass so many people so fucking quickly. He's brilliant. Really, really brilliant. All from just like
Full
studying,
Metal
right?
Alchemist.
Why don't you come down here and try me? I'll show you real quick who the novice is.
Rose, this is the price of their sin. These fools attempted human transmutation, the greatest taboo for any alchemist. In their arrogance, they tried to bring someone dead back to life.
He thought he could touch the sun, but when he got too close, his wings melted and he came crashing back down.
Ah!
Oh no.
So when he was talking about Icarus, he was actually talking about himself. I see.
This is what happens when you try to play God, or whatever you want to call it. Take a good look, Rose. Is this what you want?
So this is the great Full Metal Alchemist Edward Elric. Not even half a man. Hell, not even half a boy!
And what are you? You're just a phony that can't do anything without a Philosopher's Stone!
Father, we just want you to hand over the stone before you get hurt.
Don't be absurd. Why? So you could use it for yourself? Please. If you fools are really so eager to play God, then perhaps I should send you to beat him instead!
A fucking Gatling gun?
Nah, me and God, we don't get along too well. Even if I went, he'd probably just send me right back here. This way!
Well, don't just stand there after them! These heathens seek to harm the Order! They must be stopped!
That's far enough. What are you gonna do, boy? You're unarmed and outnumbered.
Look, just come quietly. We don't want to have to rough you up.
Don't go easy just because he's a kid. You got that?
I love the cockiness they have. Ed is fucking great. Literally just running down the hall and he's like, hey, come quietly, blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, fuck you guys, we're back. Just like running through them all. I love it because they're just like, Ed like they're obviously quite young brothers anyway, and they're just so fucking incredible at what they do, and literally they just walk for everybody like butter. I can imagine having a Philosopher's Stone gives you sort of OP power, so that guy on his own is going to be quite a tough cookie. Maybe they're not getting the Philosopher's Stone this episode then. Maybe this is something that is going to be a continuing theme in the show. Maybe.
What do you think of Cornello now, Rose? He just opened fire. He didn't care that you were in the way.
But that's because... what he said back there is true.
Also, I'm sniffing because my hay fever is killing me
We're
today.
not evil.
Hay fever time.
All we wanted was to see our mom smile again. But our transmutation failed. What we made wasn't even human. We learned our mistake the hard way. People don't come back from the dead. Not ever.
That's not true. I mean...
Alchemy is based on the law of equivalent exchange. The price of even a failed human transmutation was enormous. It cost my brother his left leg, and it cost me my whole body. Do you see it? My brother drew that with his own blood. His leg had been taken. He was bleeding. I can't imagine the pain he was in. But through all that, he still gave up his right arm to transmute my soul and bonded me to this suit of armor. Now, I just want to help him get his body back to the way it was. He wants to find a way to get me back to normal, too. It won't be easy. We might even get killed along the way. But that's the path we chose. All we can do is keep moving.
But, Father Cornello... said... He said he could do it. He promised me. Just because you and your brother failed, that doesn't mean... It doesn't mean he will!
There you are, you infernal brat!
Look, can we just cut the crap and talk here?
Oh, I was wondering if we were going to see Father Cornello again this episode. For some reason, I thought Father Cornello was going to, like, fuck off. Like, just vanish and disappear, and then it would be like a theme in the show where they're trying to get Father Cornello and his, like, evil following, whatever they're called. I guess Father Cornello is not just evil, he's just arrogant. Very stuck up his own ass. But then again, so is Ed in a way. Obviously, Ed is good, and this guy's just manipulating a whole town full of people to his own will and playing God. And Ed just wants to get his body back and give his brother back his body.
All I want are some straight answers about the stone. Tell me what I need to know, and I'll be on my way. Or we could get the military involved.
Ask your questions.
You could do anything with the Philosopher's Stone, right? So why waste all that power performing phony miracles?
Because with each miracle, I can attract new believers to the Order. Believers who would lay down their lives for my sake. I'm slowly building an army, a legion of holy warriors, unafraid to die. In a few more years, I'll be ready to unleash this mindless horde upon the world. And I'll use the Philosopher's Stone to tear this country apart. Who knows? I might even carve out a slice for you. Yeah? Wait, what are you laughing about?
I knew it. You really are a novice, aren't you?
You don't mean that!
There were never any miracles, Rose. He lied to you. He lied to everyone.
Why you? How long? How long has that been on?
Oh, okay.
Your believers heard every word.
How could you? You'll pay dearly for this!
Sorry, not today! Just face it, you're outclassed here.
I am without rival!
I'm also trying to, like, work out what sort of time frame FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST BROTHERHOOD is supposed to be in, because some of the weapons are, like, incredibly modern, and yet they still fight with swords and stuff like that as well. So I don't know whether it's, like... I don't know. Like, I don't know. Because, like, they clearly have, like, advanced science, but their buildings as well seem quite dated. They don't live in, like, modern buildings. They live in quite, like, dated buildings. It's a very, like, random mishmash of timelines and time frames.
It's a rebound.
No, I won't be disgraced like this! Now, boy, behold! The chosen emissary of the sun god Leto! My word is the divine word of God himself. My fist is the almighty fist of judgment!
Oh, yeah? Fist of God, huh? Well, if that's what you want, you can have it! Shut up! Just give me the Philosopher's Stone! What the hell? The stone. It's supposed to be perfect material. How did it just break like that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Spare me, please. I was wrong. Please, I beg you.
It's a damn fake.
Please don't. I'm helpless without the stone. Spare me, please.
You mean we went through all this, risked our lives for this one possible chance, and it's a fake?
I don't get it. If it's a fake, how was he able to do everything he was doing? How was he able to make things out of thin air? Unless there's some sort of bigger power at work here or something like that? If that's a fake, how was he able to do everything?
So, what about me? I don't care what you do, just get out of here!
And what about the stone?
Phony. just like him.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Al. For a while there, I thought we'd really found a way to get your body back.
Give me the Philosopher's Stone!
Rose.
Like I was just saying, it was a fake. It wasn't real. Besides, it's shattered now.
Liar! You want to keep it for yourself, don't you? So you can use it on your bodies. That's right. And so you can try to bring your mother back again.
This Rose girl is very annoying. Very, very annoying. And I've got a bad feeling she's going to become... Is she going to join them? I guess she's just misguided. But she's very annoying. She can be misguided and annoying.
You shut up! People don't come back from the dead, Rose. Not ever. Not ever.
I guess she's just sad, isn't she? She lost her fiance. She's sad.
I prayed it would happen. Miracle. That hope was all I had left. What am I supposed to believe in now? Tell me what to do. Please.
I can't tell you that. You have to figure it out. Stand up and walk. Keep moving forward. You've got 2 good legs, so use them. You're strong enough to make your own path.
Bring him out here! Listen to those lies! Show yourself! Just get out!
Well, he's kind of screwed now.
That damn brat, it's all ruined. Everything I worked for.
Yes, all that hard work for nothing. I knew we should have just incited a little rebellion.
You.
I'm hungry, lass. Can I eat the old man, please? He's big and fat.
Not this one, Gluttony. We don't want you giving yourself indigestion.
Now you two, everyone is mocking me. I won't stand for...
I'd say this concludes our business. Just as things were beginning to look promising, too. Now I suppose we'll have to start over from scratch. Father won't be pleased. In any case, it's time we started thinking about our next move.
This is a little bit fucked up, isn't it? Like, it doesn't come across that way. I guess because it's a bit older. Like, it doesn't come across that dark. But holy shit, it is a little bit fucked up. It has a lot of incredibly dark moments, incredibly weird moments. I wouldn't say weird is the right word, but a bit fucked up moments. Like that. Like, literally stabbing a dude in the head and then eating the guy. Like, I'm just saying, if you just think about that scene. Just bring it, you literally... We saw her earlier, right? We saw her earlier. So now I'm starting to think that she is... I don't know what's going on. I don't know if... she's somehow linked to the brothers, or if just in general she's just the villain of the story. I don't know. I mean, Ed is obviously incredibly skilled in comparison, so maybe there's something there too. Al is pretty skilled too, so as brothers they are just generally quite skilled in their ways of alchemy. That would draw some eyes. I doubt their plan had anything to do with the Elric brothers, but maybe it does. I don't know. Who is she? We haven't really seen much of her. But she seems incredibly powerful as well. One thing is she keeps referring to the other person as Gluttony, which makes me think maybe there's like a 7 deadly sins thing going on there. I don't know. Maybe she's lust. She looks quite, you know, bodacious. Is that still a word? Interesting. And the Philosopher's Stone was a fake, but it still was able to conjure up a lot of the stuff that a real Philosopher's Stone would do. So it was a fake, but it worked. A lot of questions there, a lot of part of the story. And again, one of the main things I really love about FULLMETAL ALCHEMIST Brotherhood is just how awesome Ed is. And the Elric brothers actually are. It's like their reputation is accurate, which I think is really cool. You don't usually get that with any kind of show. And it's quite refreshing. Yeah. Anyway, I got really bad hay fever. I need to go blow my nose, so I'm gonna stop talking. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. I am really enjoying this show. And I'm very glad we are watching it. Anyway, I love all of you. Have an awesome day. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.